Well, we have to put the spotlight on the auto space for now, especially because two-wheeler segment remains in focus. Legacy two-wheeler auto players are fighting back big time when it comes to the EV space. Hero, Moto, Bajaj Auto, TVS Motors, all of them, of course, revving up their EV plans. And, of course, Eicher is the other big entrant, and now we're awaiting its entry as well as far as the listed space is concerned. Ola Electric, of course, has been losing leadership in 5 of the top 10 states. So it's a hectic fight as far as the EV segment is concerned. Jay Kale, Executive Vice President at Elara, is joining in. Jay, thanks for joining in. So everybody agrees that EV is a space you need to be in and you need to have exposure to. The question is whether you should do it through the new boys, Eicher and Ola, or whether you are best sticking to incumbents. What's your sense?
Yeah, I mean, good morning. We've seen the space quite heated up in the last few months. There have been major shifts in market share trends as incumbents, ramp up their capacities as well as distribution network, as also launching, affordable products, which was first led by Ola Electric. You will see, all of these pan out in the next 5-6 months, even more aggressively from the incumbent space. So to that extent, we will see some bit of pressure on market share on the likes of Ola Electric as per our projections. Given that Ola Electric's market share had hit a peak of 50% plus in April to June quarter, and then had come down progressively. And we've seen Bajaj Auto also ramping up distribution network as well as launching affordable products. And now they've become the second player in September, of course, but these are monthly numbers. These could change. But clearly we are seeing, where the incumbents were a little slow to start off with and a little measured in their approach in terms of ramping up capacities and distribution network, are now, aggressively expanding. So we will, we'd like to play this through TVS and Bajaj from our perspective.
All right, got that. Jay, hi, good morning. Just a quick word on the sort of, the big moves we saw in Mahindra and Escorts on Friday. Was it a bit of a, it was also a day when a lot of foreign money came in. I'm not sure what really happened. Was there a trigger that you noticed? Stocks were up between 5 and 8%.
I think, that's been the case. Yeah, good morning, Prashant. But, like you mentioned, that's been the case just before the festive season. If you see historically, most of the autos which are exposed to the festive season see sharp up moves in the lead up to the festive season, because there is always this expectation of, volumes coming back and, the rural recovery coming in. So it's a large part to be driven by that. You will be having some up moves on the two-wheeler stocks. So some of the key, the 6, we have Hero, Bajaj, TVS, Eicher, Mahindra, Escorts, and Maruti. All right, these are largely the festive season plays, and we've seen historically in the last 20 years, most of the times these stocks move sharply. They at least outperform the broader market in the lead up to the festive season, and then of course they kind of to a certain extent reverse in some years post that. So it's a play on the expectation that the festive season is expected to do well, led by rural recovery, and these are the plays on rural. These are the plays on the rural side of things, with tractors also being there, as well as the other two-wheeler players have also kind of outperformed with the expectation of a good festive season.
Jay, just to go back on EV two-wheelers for a bit, and you said that you'll play through TVS as well as Bajaj, right?
Yes.
Okay. So on Bajaj specifically, I have a question. I think the last time we had Mr. Rajiv Bajaj on the channel, he said that between Chetak and the Freedom 125, which is not EV, which is CNG, they're looking to do 40,000 units. So the non-ICE is becoming a bigger and bigger size of their portfolio. What do you think of this and the whole trend on CNG itself? The fight between CNG and EV, where will that stand? And he thinks that, Bajaj will keep outperforming, and he, said that he wouldn't be surprised if the Bajaj Auto stock goes to 20,000 in the months to come. Your thoughts?
Yeah, he's been bang on the last time. I remember he had mentioned 12,000 on your channel, and it's now hovering around that. But coming to the business side of it, definitely EV two-wheelers for Bajaj have ramped up pretty well. I mean, like I mentioned, they've now the second player in September till date. Of course, because of the Maharashtra festive season, and where they are the market leaders in EV two-wheelers in Maharashtra. But aside of that, the distribution network has been pretty good. And CNG, of course, is in the initial stages of ramp up. So in fact, CNG, what you had mentioned, if I remember correctly, that by Q4 of FY25, it could go, CNG alone could go to around 40,000 capacities per month. So you add to that EV two-wheelers, it will be higher. And the recent month, I think August, they dispatched around, if I'm not wrong, 23,000 odd EV two-wheelers. So they are going on the right trajectory. There are multiple levers. So it's not only EV play, it's EV two-wheelers, it's the overall domestic two-wheeler recovery, it's the option value of the Bajaj CNG doing well, and then, kind of garnering share from the entry-level segment where they've not really done that great till now. And of course, the exports bottoming out and recovery from there. So there are multiple levers in terms of Bajaj Auto for the stock to move up further from here. And we would definitely be positive on the stock.
All right, Jay, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for joining us. Good speaking with you. Appreciate your time here on CNBC TV 18.